We're at the Outer Banks.
We're so excited!
Wild frontier, morning light, and all that follows. In the sun, in the storm, it's all or nothing. Here with you, I'm so sure we're on to something. Running to the night, you and me. Looking up, and now we see the world it waits to be discovered. Every moment filled with wonder. Oh, we know what we were meant for. This great adventure. Every breath an open door, a new beginning.
Ferry number 2 today. First one was 2 hours long and it was about $30. This one is free and
Like a half hour.
this one, the first one takes you to the Outer Banks, onto the islands. This one we drove the Ocracoke Island, and then this one's taking us from that island to another island. We're excited. That's where our campground is too.
Leads us on to something more. It's never ending. In the doubt, in the rain, in the hesitation. Here with you, I have.
This cute ice cream store, we got a double and it was not gonna stay on there, so she gave us a bowl. We were gonna share anyway, so it worked out perfect. Nathan, what is that?
That's ice cream.
He already came into the bus to wash his hands that were covered because he got so dirty eating ice cream. Made it to the lighthouse. Cape, what is this? Cape Hatteras. Hatteras.
Hatteras.
Gonna make it. Run into the night. You and me.
Cape Hatteras Lighthouse. Normally you can take a tour and walk all the way up. There's like what, 200 stairs
And there's a lot.
of flights of stairs, but
Flights.
isn't it called flights of stairs?
I don't know. I think flights is like one level. There's a lot. Of
It
stairs.
said 200 flights
200
of stairs.
steps.
Okay, anyways, but right now they're doing renovation, probably to make it safer, but we still think it's lame. We would have loved to climb to the top of that.
Maybe we'll find another lighthouse because there's a lot of them on the Outer Banks.
Yeah, but this one comes with cute 2 little houses and some history of the people who lived here and took care of the lighthouse and worked it.
Looking up, and now we see the world it waits to be discovered. Every moment filled with wonder. Oh, we know what we
How is
were meant for. This great adventure.
What happened?
Smoked my head.
I don't have that problem. Oh, those caps, look at them. Look at them shine. There's so much history here about even like war boats and so many, what are they called? Sinking ships? Nathan. So this second house is a museum and we learned 2 really cool things. So the lighthouse was actually moved from the sea and there was a sign that said move it or lose it, and that's exactly why they moved it, because if it stayed where it was gonna be destroyed by the water eventually, so they moved it inland. The next thing was there was a map of how many shipwrecks have been here, and we'll show you guys, but those were only the ones that they could identify. The museum guide, he told us that anywhere from 2,000 to 2,000 to 5,000 shipwrecks have just been along here, which blows my mind. When you see a map It's like every shore, every place, every beach has had multiple shipwrecks there.
Hidden treasure.
Coming to find the hidden treasure. The 40 million from Outer Banks.
That's wrong.
What is it?
400.
The 400 million from Outer Banks.
It was already found.
World War II British Sailor Cemetery.
They had boats out sunk just off the coast here in the war.
In World War II?
Germany did. In 8 months, German U-boats sank nearly 400 ships along the U.S. East Coast. At least 70 were sunk off the Outer Banks, earning it the name Torpedo Junction. The U.S. Navy had no specific anti-submarine fleet, so 24 British Royal Navy patrol service ships sailed to assist.
Wow.
Open sky, wild frontier, morning light. Waiting to be covered, every moment filled with wonder. Oh, know what we were meant for. This great adventure, the world waits to be discovered. Every moment filled with wonder. Oh, know what we were meant for. This great adventure.
So you can obviously tell who does a bit more drawing between us. This is Nathan's bus. Do you want to tell me about your side?
Here's our bus, Outer Banks, I love you, Dacia, American flag, because love our country, and we're traveling the U.S.
Yes. Mine was a bunch of doodles, some waves that turned out very wrong. We came from Utah all the way to North Carolina. This is summer. This is us in our bus. That's Nathan driving and me there. We're taking on the U.S. We're in the Outer Banks. Trees, sun, and Utah. We are going to go fly this now on the beach. I'm so excited. It's so cute.
This great adventure. You are the sunrise waking my day. You are the moonlight shining my way. This is where I call home. You are the fire warm in my night. With you I'll stay till the morning light. This is where I call home. This is where I call home. Your love is like no other. Your love is where I feel alive. My safety and my shelter. Your love is my home. You are the harbor.
I'm here on South Beach in the Outer Banks, and it is known for good shelling, so finding good seashells, and there are a ton of them here.
You are the shelter from every storm. This is where I call home. When I'm lost at sea in waters unknown, you are the current pulling me close. This is where I call home. This is where I call home. Your love is like no other.
night we went to the beach at sunset, flew our kite, and it was amazing. Then we came back, played some card games. I whooped his butt, like always, and then went to bed. This morning we've just been driving most of the time right now. We stopped at a visitor center and we are now at our second lighthouse, so we're super excited because we think you can walk up into it.
Yeah, this one's the Bodie Island lighthouse.
But today, with our second day here, it has started to rain and a storm is coming. It's supposed to be here all week, but our plan is to get off the island today anyways, and so we woke up a little earlier and trying to do things in the morning so we can be more inland for later when the winds and the rain picks up.
Yeah,
because
we believe it's Hurricane Elsa it's not here yet, but it's moving its way up here. So they said that there's going to be about 30 to 40 mile per hour winds in the afternoon, so
we want to be far away as possible.
Yeah, we're a big vehicle, big flat sides.
Safety at my shelter. Your love is mine.
It's $10 a person to go to the lighthouse, and we would rather spend that other ways.
In the sun or rain, in the joy or pain, you will be my home, yeah. In the dark or light, through the hardest fight, you will be my home, yeah.
We are at, what are we at?
The Wright Brothers Memorial.
And we expected to pay when we got in, but it's a national park.
It's actually a national monument.
Oh.
That's why we thought we had to pay. So I said to adults, and then he's like, all right, that'll be $20. And he's like, would you like to buy a national park pass? I was like, I've got one. He's like, well, then it's free for you. So I showed him my pass. We got in.
It's starting to rain a little bit, but hope not too much. Super windy, but we're gonna check it out. We don't really consider ourselves history buffs at all, but we like history and it's interesting, especially certain parts. But we found this place, the Wright Brothers, super interesting, but we didn't know that Outer Banks was where they first took off. And so we're gonna see the first airstrip and things like that. So we're super excited, but we didn't know. You guys might be smarter than us, probably are.
In the sun or rain, in the joy or pain, you will be my home, yeah. In the dark or light, through the hardest fight, you will be my home, yeah. Your love is like no other. Your love is where I feel alive. My safety and my shelter. Your love is mine. Oh, your love has won me over. I'll always stay here by your side. My safety and my shelter. Your love is mine.
Thanks for watching our video. We loved the Outer Banks. It was so fun to be able to experience and to fly a kite on the beach at sunset and definitely learn about the history of all of the sunken ships. Kites are huge in Outer Banks, and the Wright Brothers, the first flight being taken off there. So it was really cool to be able to see that. Outer Banks would be a lot more fun if we had a four-wheel drive vehicle. Our bus here is not, so we couldn't really drive on the beach. We still made the most of our time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we're grateful you are here. Why do I always have a dark
In 8 months, German U-boats sank nearly 400 ships.
Made it to the lighthouse. Cape, what is this? Cape Hatteras. Hatteras.
Hatteras.
Power stance.